G'day everybody, and welcome to this month's Mayor's Message. I'm over here today at the Delk Valley Community House, just helping out. A few of the volunteers are unavailable at the moment, so we're just making a few meals just to put away in the freezer and to give away for those people that are in need. So look, I'm going to get back to this, but shortly I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown on what happened in the April meeting and what happened in the March meeting. So I'll get back to finishing those off and I'll be with you shortly. Yeah, so just taking a break here from cooking the meals inside of the community house. What a lovely day here in the valley. Again, just going to touch base on our March meeting and our April meeting, just a few little points just to get across to everybody. So in March, we approved an EOI for the High Street Mall, and I just wanted to sort of put a few things straight because it caused a little bit of concern in the community and especially amongst the business community. So the concept around it, around the EOI, was really just to go out and see if there's any more ideas about what we could utilise that middle of the high street space for. So as a mall and a closed off space, it's not like your traditional mall like you would see in Hobart or other major centres. It's not what we're talking about. It's about talking about bringing people to the community. So the market's done a fantastic job over the last 12 months. The market's up for expressions again shortly or towards the end of the year. So what we thought we'd do is just go out and see what broader interest there might be around utilising that space. So really that's all it is. Sorry for the confusion around all of that. In March we also approved our latest round of community grants. So quite a few community grants there going out again, which is fantastic for our smaller community groups. We've reached out to all of those community groups and just to make sure that they still need them and they're still running okay. Obviously with COVID restrictions they might not need them yet, but that will be there available if they still want to proceed with their projects and the things that they would like to do with that money. So that was a really good one in March as well. Long-awaited branding project for the Derwent Valley. Absolutely fantastic. If you haven't looked at it, check it out on our new website. Check it out on our Facebook page. Check out the previous minutes and the March meeting. The brand we endorsed at the March meeting, the branding project. Absolutely fantastic. We're going to start rolling it out. I think at the next meeting we're going to have a bit of a strategy in how we roll that branding out to the community and show you what it's all really about. So it's really exciting stuff there with the branding. We approved the hydro bikes venture, so I'm not sure if you've seen it, but they're paddle bikes. They're going to operate off the Esplanade jetty down there at the Esplanade. Obviously again with the COVID restrictions, I think they will probably be a little bit of time in waiting, and obviously coming into winter and the colder months potentially that won't start up until summer, but they've been approved and you'll see some hydro bikes, so check out their website and those types of things as well. I think they've got a Facebook page, so check out what that's all about there, hydro bikes on the Esplanade. So that was a really good one. In April we had our very first virtual meeting, so we had a meeting via a virtual portal, and where all the councillors dialed in from their homes, and a few of the staff members and myself stayed in various rooms within the council chamber. So that was something different and something that it worked okay. It's certainly much better with the face-to-face meetings, but in that we approved our community support package due to COVID-19. So we've touched a fair bit on that in the last couple of video messages and on our Facebook. Really, I just want to get the message out across there that that first interim package was really about supporting those most vulnerable in our community and under severe hardship, financial hardship. So really, if you're struggling to pay your rates, you can't pay them, you're a little bit behind, come and speak to council or give council a phone call and just make sure that we're not putting any more pressure on you. So that's what that's all about. We'll put a little bit in the blurb here on Facebook today as well, just to reiterate what that's all about. We also have two other items to consider in regards to COVID, and they may take a few more weeks. We may see them at the May meeting. That's around 0% rate increases for the next year, and that's a huge one for us to consider because it has a huge financial impact on the council, but on the community, because if we do that, we have to really work out what projects get funded, what things we do in the community, and make sure that we keep that cash flow going so we can pay our staff and keep them all in a job as well. So we are committed to making sure we do a community package, but we've just got to make sure we get it right. And there'll also obviously be the business package that we're going to put down as well, potentially, if councillors think it's something that we should do. We're going to put a community business support package out. We've got to discuss how that looks and what it means financially for us as well as a council, but we're really keen to make sure they're helping our community and especially our business community recover from this COVID-19 situation. So keep an eye out for that as well. We'll keep you updated. Also, our open space strategy, we endorsed our open space strategy at our last meeting as well. So that's really exciting. That means everything to do with parks, open space, reserves in the Derwent Valley community now has a plan. It has a plan attached to it, has financials attached to it. So we know now what needs to be replaced, where, what kind of things need to be replaced, and what we do in terms of strategic thinking for all our open spaces and parks and reserves into the future. So that's a really exciting one. Again, it's on our website now, and it's also on our Facebook via a link. So that's it for me from April and March meetings. So I'll get back in here to cooking some meals for the community house, which I absolutely love. Clearly I like eating, but I also like cooking as well, so it's very exciting for me. Just around the COVID-19 stuff again, just want to reiterate, look, we can't get complacent. We know that it's very frustrating. Understand it's horrible being at home and being stuck and not being able to do your normal day-to-day things. At this stage, it's indicated that we've got another 4 weeks, so the middle of May, some restrictions might be looked at, but we just don't know that yet. So best to stay safe and not be sorry. We don't want a outbreak here in the Derwent Valley. So stay safe, stay at home, practice good hygiene and look after each other. Make sure you reach out to each other if you're in need and if you're struggling a little bit. So thank you very much. See you next time.